As we here in Jamaica celebrate National Heroes Day to commemorate the lives of people who've contributed greatly to the island's prosperity, so does Japan acknowledge their past and present leaders. The Emperor's birthday is an annual public holiday in Japan to celebrate the birth of the reigning emperor. Presently, the day acknowledged is February 23rd, the birthday of Emperor Naruhito. It's a very interesting holiday, as the date changes with every new emperor. The previously celebrated date was December 23rd, acknowledging Emperor Akihito, who was born on that day in 1933. On the emperor's birthday, a public ceremony is held at the Tokyo Imperial Palace. On this occasion, members of the public are allowed within a normally restricted area of the palace. The emperor, along with the Empress of Japan and other members of the imperial family, receive well wishes from the palace balcony to celebrate the auspicious occasion. This event, in the Japanese culture, is called Upan Sanga. PBCJ now presents messages from the Japanese ambassador to Jamaica, Yoshihiro Atsumi, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Hamina Johnson-Smith, where well wishes were given in addition to further actions that aim to bolster the camaraderie between the two nations. I'm Raquel Robinson, and this is Emperor Naruhito's 64th birthday celebration. Pleasant viewing.
Good evening, everybody. Senator, the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, members of the diplomatic corps, members of the Senate and House of Representatives, officials of the government of Jamaica, members of international organizations and the consular corps, representatives from the media, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank you all for gathering here today for the Japanese Emperor's birthday reception. Today, February 23rd, marks the 64th birthday of Emperor Naruhito, who was enthroned as the 126th Emperor of Japan in May 2019. I am very happy to celebrate the Emperor's birthday with so many people and friends again this year. This year is particularly important as it marks the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Japan and Jamaica. Also, this year is recognized as the second Japan CARICOM exchange year, as Jamaica plays a leading role and responsibility at the CARICOM. As Foreign Minister Johnson-Smith knows about this very, very well, 60 years old in a personal life means kanreki in Japanese. In the life of a person, 60-year-old is considered an important milestone in life. When you become 60 years old, you are reborn, and you will start a new life again. In Japan, we celebrate a person who has become 60 years old by giving him or her a red color vest The red color symbolizes good fortune and the charm against evil spirits. To celebrate the Kandeki anniversary today, I am wearing a red color tie instead of a vest. My wife Tomoko is wearing a red color t-shirt inside. And also, thank you, Mr. Johnson Smith. You are wearing in red color as well. Thank you, thank you. And also, many of you are wearing in red color too. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. This year's Kandeki anniversary provides the perfect opportunity to deepen our bilateral partnership to a new level of cooperation between Japan and Jamaica. Since the establishment of diplomatic relations in 1964, the relation between Japan and Jamaica has grown into an extremely close and intimate one, symbolized by JJ partnership, which shares the fundamental values such as freedom, democracy, world peace, rule of law, human dignity, and market economy. This friendly and cooperative relationship was lately strengthened by the visit of Prime Minister Holness to Japan in 2019 and the visit of Foreign Minister Motegi to Jamaica in 2021. Furthermore, we have already had a very, very good start this year by the visit of Foreign Minister Johnson Smith to Japan early this month. I accompanied her visit to Japan. I believe that her visit was a great success for us, with her meeting with Minister Kamikawa, a new foreign minister of Japan, and many other partners in Japan. In Tokyo, both ministers signed an exchange of notes for the provision of grant funding of about 1.26 billion Jamaican dollars to acquire a research vessel for Jamaica's Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. This assistance will hopefully boost Jamaica's fisheries and marine capabilities significantly. During the last 60 years, Japan has collaborated with Jamaica and funded a lot of resources in economic cooperation in many areas, such as education, health, energy, agriculture and fisheries, climate change, disaster risk management, and security. As crime and violence seems to become one of the most critical issues in Jamaica recently, security cooperation has become one of the focused areas of Japan's economic cooperation right now. Last June, Japan provided a grant aid of about 428 million Jamaican dollars to support the JCF to purchase 5 ambulances and 33 pickup trucks. Also, we are implementing another security project with the JCF, Japan International Cooperation Agency, the Embassy of Japan, Embassy of Brazil, and the government of Jamaica recently announced the project named capacity building on the community police, Koban system. Koban in Japanese means a small neighborhood police station. This project is a triangular training cooperation together with the Brazilian government. We hope that this project will further strengthen the capacity of the JCF and bolster our efforts to maintain public order and safety across the island. Besides the economic cooperation between Japan and Jamaica, which Japan would like to continue further, I believe that cultural and sport exchange between the two countries has become increasingly important, as we can witness by the popularity of Japanese anime among all young Jamaicans. As a part of such cultural and sport exchange, the Tottori Prefecture of Japan signed a MOU with the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association last November to host a training camp for the Jamaica's national athletic team for the upcoming World Athletics Championships in Tokyo in 2025. The Tottori Prefecture has a sister city relationship with the Westmoreland Parish, and the Tottori Prefecture is very eager to work together with Jamaica. As we celebrate Kanreki anniversary with Jamaica, we are planning and cooperating in many cultural and sports events this year. We already held the second Ambassadors Cup karate tournament at UTE last month, and we are planning and cooperating with many cultural events such as the Japanese festival, the shamisen music concert, the Japanese photography exhibition at the National Gallery, the collaboration music concert by Okinawa folk song musicians and reggae musicians, the Japanese garden project at the Hope Gardens, the Japanese cuisine demonstration, among others. I hope you will enjoy tonight as much as possible. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I am absolutely delighted to be here with you and to bring greetings on behalf of the government and people of Jamaica as we join in celebrating the 64th birthday of His Majesty the Emperor Naruhito during this 6th year of the Reiwa era. His Majesty's hope for enhanced cooperation among peoples in the context of a world which is so deeply divided is indeed shared by the government of Jamaica. And on this joyous occasion, we take the opportunity, Excellency, to convey best wishes for His Majesty's continued good health and prosperity. It is our sincere hope that his life will serve as an inspiration to people the world over. This occasion is special in many ways, and in addition to celebrating the birthday of His Majesty, we once again recognize that it also represents the opportunity to commemorate 60 years of diplomatic relations between Jamaica and Japan. As part of the activities to mark this important milestone, I've had the great honor of being a guest of the government of Japan in Tokyo and Kyoto this month. I take the opportunity to reiterate our heartfelt gratitude for the warm hospitality extended to me during my first official visit to your beautiful country, Excellency. I was able to observe firsthand once more the dignity and resilience of the Japanese people, and particularly in the wake of the Noto Peninsula earthquake several weeks ago. I assure you that the government and people of Jamaica continue to stand in solidarity with you. The visit also provided an opportunity to gain first-hand perspective of the breadth and depth of the relations which have been nurtured over time, not only by our respective government officials, but also by the private sector and diaspora. During my visit, I was honored, as you've heard, to have had an excellent engagement with Her Excellency Kamikawa Yoko, Japan's foreign minister. It is evident that ours is a partnership held together securely by strong friendship. And Ambassador, I was so pleased to see her in Brazil yesterday. And we were able to have a brief and cordial conversation and a small girl power moment with the Foreign Minister of Canada. So I'll post a picture soon. But this partnership has found expression in the actions taken by Japan to provide support in areas of critical need for Jamaica. Most recently, as you've heard, together with Minister Kamikawa, I signed an exchange of notes for the provision of support valued at 1.2 billion yen in grant aid for the acquisition of a research vessel for the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. The importance of this, I feel moved to share with you, lies in the fact that for years we have been asking other countries who have marine vessels if it is possible for them to have their vessel stay in our waters for maybe a period of 3 months, 6 months, to measure our fisheries, for us to understand what is the wealth of what we have. Jamaica has signed on to the 30 by 30 global initiative where we will protect 30% of our maritime territory by 2030. And we're at 14%, 13.8 to be exact. And of course, there are some vessels that will also go to the JDF. This is very important. And again, demonstrating Japan's understanding and desire to elevate Jamaica's priorities in our grant funding. They are also, of course, providing marine patrol vessels, including vessels that can engage in shallow water pursuit. And this coming out of Prime Minister Holness's visit before, those continue to be delivered because, of course, vessels have to be built and purchased. These again demonstrates the strengthening security cooperation between us. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the JJ partnership has also been buttressed by strong people-to-people connections, which form an important pillar of our relationship. The Japan Exchange and Teaching Program has provided opportunities for more than 400 young Jamaicans who have traveled to Japan since the year 2000, serving as language learning facilitators, of course, but also informally playing a most amazing role as cultural ambassadors, spreading awareness and building friendships along the way. It was my pleasure to have met with members of the community when I was in Tokyo and to hear from them how the experience has been enriching their lives. But I also want to share with you that just in Brazil yesterday, I was approached by a member of the Japanese delegation who asked to take a photo of me, with me, to send home because his son's teacher is Jamaican, and he wanted his son to share in the engagement. And that, Ambassador, is just another example of how small this world is and how interconnected our experiences are. So as we appreciate the movement of people and culture in both directions, Jamaica is also pleased to welcome each year volunteers from Japan under the JOCB program, which is of course administered by JICA. By sharing their knowledge, skills, and expertise in critical sectors of the Jamaican economy, such as disaster preparedness, health, education, and ICT, this valuable program continues to deepen the relationship. We've also had significant activity in sports and municipal exchanges with the Prefecture of Totori due to the sister city arrangement with Westmoreland. And I was most pleased to have met with Governor Hirai of Totori to discuss other avenues of cooperation between us, including in the context of Expo 25, which is being graciously hosted by Japan next year in Osaka. Japan will again be shining in the context of this expo, and Jamaica will be a part of this exercise with the support of the government of Japan. I was also pleased to meet with several Japanese businesses, groups, and associations in areas including energy, Sea Island cotton, coffee, of course, and logistics to promote an expansion of trade and investment and further engagement. But Excellency, of course, as chair of COFCO, it would be remiss of me if I did not mention how much we too treasure that this year marks the second year of Japan-CARICOM friendship, heralding 30 years of partnership between Japan and the region. I would like to commend you and your team on your efforts to advance our JJ partnership. And I want to assure you that the government and people of Jamaica are committed to enhancing our excellent collaboration with your government and people. I would hope that we could now make a toast. Oh my.
Can do together.
We can do it together, please. And I'm asking what if we may raise our toast, raise our glasses. Does everyone have a glass? To His Majesty Emperor Naruhito and to the Kanreki of diplomatic relations between Jamaica and Japan. Kampai.
Kampai.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers.